What's up? So Dr. Sparky just followed right as we went live, so I'm just gonna say thanks for that, Dr. Sparky. Um, how's everybody doing? Nobody's on yet. Kind of just talking to thin air. Pretty cool. Um, Today we're gonna do a little bit different stream. Um, we are going to probably like something that's probably not been seen too much on Twitch. I think. I don't think so, anyways. Um. So, but yeah. Today we're gonna be talking about. What's up? How you doing, boo? We're gonna be talking about making a video game. So that's pretty cool. Kind of out of my element. Don't know what I'm doing here. Gotta refocus because I had to change a little bit of the stream. So let's get John in. Of course it doesn't work. So I have to do it the old-fashioned way. There he is. So
Who?
you.
Huh. I bought the RTS template.
You were promised boobs. You're in the wrong chat.
Yeah,
That's my Cam Soda time. That's actually at midnight, Monday through Friday.
Cam Soda. That is a name I've not heard in a long, long time.
So,
I guess this first one though can just be.
yeah, we need to get the boys in.
Well, yeah, I mean, but this first one isn't more about actually building the game, or well,
I know,
using
but
Unreal.
it's still.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
What am I updating? Downloading something. Oh my Jesus! What? Player unknown's had a 6 GB update.
Yeah, they released a update earlier today.
So. So as we kind of wait for everybody to kind of trickle in, so explaining it again for everybody's in, and I'll try to make a graphic so it can pop up in the corner or something. So basically, we're gonna be developing our own game live while I stream at least once a week. While we figure this out, I'm gonna screen share with you guys, so you
very much so figure it out.
yeah, we have no idea what we're doing, so you know, it's gonna be us going why a lot of the time.
It's not supposed to do
this. Yeah.
Why does its head keep falling off?
It has a head? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I guess yeah.
What's up?
Drive up. I'm not watching your stream, but is that it is an RTS game? Oh my god, holy Jesus. This template that I downloaded is crazy.
So, when you have a template for the engine, can you screen share with me? Can I see what you're doing at all?
Yeah, but you'll see like
hey Anarxis, what's up, man? So, this is a total different type of stream. Anarxis, thanks for jumping in, man. We're actually going to be developing our first video game once a week on the stream, bro. So we're actually developing a kind of a zombie RTS. It's kind of like They Are Billions, but way better. So,
way better. We'll see. We'll see.
yeah, so we've started kind of doing. We've got the Unreal Engine. We've got some other stuff set up. Today it's really going to be figuring out. And Sten City he's in the chat with me right now in Discord. He is the developer who's just a great programmer. I've known him for a long time.
Don't lie to these people.
Thanks for the host, Anarxis, bro. That means a lot, man. So we're gonna see where it takes us. Stick around, Anarxis. If you want to contribute ideas, please, by all means, do it. You just let us know. Of course, Anarxis, I appreciate that, man.
Holy crap.
So right now, we're creating these Google Docs, as you can see. I'm screen sharing my main screen, so you can see that we're kind of starting to figure out what stuff costs and how the mechanics are going to work and the different building types, and we'll kind of fly around, different things, because we really liked Northgard, and we like the idea of Northgard. I don't know if you played it yet, Anarxis. I know you jumped in, bro. But how the seasons worked and stuff like that, and what effects they had on gameplay, because I think that makes it really hard, and I like that dynamic. So how do you win and things like that, and the HUD, it's just figuring out what. I don't want the minimap in the middle. That's weird. Minimap's always on the left or right.
Are you looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking at your HUD that you designed.
Oh shit! Holy crap! This guy's got fucking.
So your thing is that whatever you downloaded, was it?
Yeah, if I could hold on, I gotta.
Hold on. Do you have Skype? Can we Skype?
I'd rather not use.
Does
I have to download it. Huh?
Does Google Hangouts allow
Yeah.
screen sharing?
Mhm.
Okay. Do I need the app for that, or can I just use it out of the Gmail?
I think you can just use it.
Oh, okay. No. Here we go. Yeah, you can.
More Chrome. No.
Oh, yeah. You're bidding for a gig in LA? What are you doing, bro? Anarxis is a filmmaker too. He just said in my chat. Are you bidding for DP work, or I know you're local IATSE or whatever. Are you? Well, I figured this out really quick. All right, John.
Hold on.
Click to join video
that was
call.
a call.
Yeah, I know, but I think you can screen share in this.
All right.
Hold on, let me mute you in here. Can you mute yourself?
Yeah.
Share screen. Yeah, click the 3 dots in the corner, and click share screen.
Oh, nice. Sure.
There you go.
All right.
Video production for a company, DP gig. If they get the gig, they want me to stay to work in house, and I'll have to move there. I'm good friends with the vice president, aka foot in the door, big time. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, okay. So we got Unreal Engine open. So walk me through what this is, John, so I can kind of figure this out. That's what he said. Oh, did you turn me down or something? He's. It means he's not ready.
Who's not ready?
Ramon. He's muted.
Muted. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So obviously you've got the main view. You got here. I've not yet looked into this thing, so whatever all of these icons are.
No, I'm starting to remember. That's your scale object. Yeah, that's a scale object to give you perspective.
Yeah, you can,
I remember this from college when we did game level design with the Unreal Engine 2, I think it was. And it looks exactly how I would put in a model. Yeah.
but I can then go in and play it.
Yeah. So is this his preset for an RTS?
Yeah, this is the template.
It's a hell of a start.
But if I
So the unit stuff already works. So you're able to click. It already has buildings.
I bought a thing of buildings.
Yeah, we're for real making it.
Oh. Huh.
Okay, cool.
Holy crap, that's a lot higher than I thought.
Yeah, so yeah, this is almost just like 3ds Max, you guys. So as far as how implementing it in, I think I can handle the model side of this. So, I don't think it's impossible. Hi, Ramon.
Hey.
Why do you sound like 50 yards away?
Because I'm not wearing my mic.
there
we go.
There you go. So,
don't know how to use that. Interesting.
He's screen sharing with me right now. I don't know if you could see this on the stream. Ramon.
See it on the stream.
Yeah, so he's basically he bought a basic pack.
Yeah, I've been listening.
Okay, so we're just trying to keep you up, and we're just kind of going through it and just seeing like what he's messing through. I really don't want John to do this. I want this to be on us, and
what?
To manage what he's doing right now. I feel like he should be straight code.
Well, this is going to be.
This is what. Yeah, this is where you code.
What I'm doing now is actually putting in the models where they. Well, not really. The guy would be coding and placing the models.
Yes, they were funny.
Let's see.
So this is where you bought stuff?
Yeah, this is what I bought.
Okay. Can I base the model design off of these things and just replace?
That would be up to.
Yeah, look.
Probably not the style you're looking.
No. It's not. But we can name one of these like home base and the other one like this.
Well, yeah. So before we build all the have y'all build the stuff in Blender. I got this just as like placeholders.
Okay, perfect. Perfect with that.
With the oh shit. No, I did not mean to. I meant to go here. So it's RTS template is what I got.
Okay.
Shit.
So can we talk about workflow and how this would work? We're still screen sharing, just so FYI.
Yeah, I know.
So are you opening the editor right now?
No, it's that was the editor.
That was the editor.
What did you?
It's just loading up another one because I accidentally pressed launch.
Oh fuck! No fuck.
Oh well. Close it here in a bit. This eventually we would go. Well, I think this guy is using a lot of blueprints. And I'm gonna find where they are. Oh, probably in the thing called blueprints. So
Okay.
this is like.
You're breaking up. What's up? John.
So this right. You hear me?
No, you're breaking up pretty bad.
Yeah, it's probably because it's loading. Okay. All right.
I need
to hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. We're not. Apparently, we have to name something after Batman. All right. So what is this again? Can you explain it to me?
All right. So this is the blueprint designer. So there's two ways to code in Unreal Engine 4. There is the C++ route.
Okay.
Which is obviously pretty powerful.
Yeah.
And then you've got this, which is the blueprints, which
it's like a workflow.
Well, it's graphical kind of. So you have like when this is like this click event happens, it goes in and recruits a unit, and then the unit goes and figures out what you're like recruiting.
I understand. So it's like a workflow. It's basically almost like a WYSIWYG, but for
and
programming.
Then you attach.
It's like National Instruments LabVIEW.
And then you attach these
blueprints.
to like the blueprints. So you've got like a use animation blueprint.
I see the barracks, the farm, the foundry.
Yeah, this is well, these are all the blueprints for those.
Huh.
Gotta like change. I gotta remember what all the changes were, all the key. Not good enough.
Yeah, this is almost just like messing with 3ds Max.
I'd say yeah, because this is like level editing and stuff.
And it's a linear though.
So this is the barracks. I don't know if it's gonna do anything.
I should have money, but I sell one of the kids to get it. Yeah, but nobody knows who that is or what we're talking about.
Oh.
Their names. I wonder if I can make this full screen. No. There it is.
Oh wow, it has pathfinding.
Oh, so they so you click and the unit goes there?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. Don't know how you're supposed to finish building it. Oh, I can't build anymore.
Insufficient resources.
Interesting. I'll have to look more into this blueprint. But anyways, this isn't what this first or maybe even the next one is going to be about. It's that design document.
Yeah.
Do you need to text Ryan?
I've already texted him.
He's still not here?
No, he's not.
Oh.
He's...
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, oh, wow.
Oh, it's about a building percent. Huh. So how would you edit that percentage or edit the rate of that?
How fast it builds? I don't know. I have no idea how you... Oh, there it goes. You have to like be right on it. Shit.
It's not gonna take 5 years. It's just, learning how this stuff works, how it, what does and doesn't work.
Or if do I just go to the tree then?
Do you have wood? Oh, is that what 50 is?
So you say it's not going to take 5 years. What's your expectation? Just curious.
Probably a year or two.
I would say it's probably going to take like 5 years.
I would say 2 years if we all spent 4 to 8 hours a day, every single day doing this.
I plan on to give it at least one stream a week, and then one offline. Even if that one stream a week is not all of us together, it would be me like trying to model the base or something. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't be me trying to it wouldn't have to be all of us every single time. It could be me just modeling by itself. So you built another unit?
There we go. Yeah, this is the.
There's just no animation. See, he's collecting it.
yeah.
Yeah, he's collecting it.
So this is my worker that builds shit.
The tree disappeared.
Yeah, because there's so much wood on each tree.
Right.
Can you hear that?
I don't hear the sound. Do you hear it? Is it already triggered? The sound?
Whenever it makes shit, it makes like a construction noise.
Huh. Damn, he's taking all the trees out fast.
No, I'm at 5 times the speed.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Did you guys all update your PUBG as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already down. Every time there's an update, PUBG goes down. Hmm. 5 to 20 years, Batman. Thanks.
Probably.
Oh, the update was paused. What the hell?
Holy shit. Oh.
Are you under attack?
Yeah. Is there an AI?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Apparently, yes.
Oh shit.
This whole time they're building. There's AI in the game and it's already building.
A little slow, but then again, it's probably not optimized. Oh, that's cool.
Their base is a lot nicer than your base.
Nice. All right.
Oh, you just ended that. Hold on.
Yes, I did.
How do I get out of this? There we go. So,
Like that.
anyways.
Goofy picture.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. You guys got fucking loud as fuck now.
Yep.
All right, there we go. All right.
Oh, did someone like my cannibalism ad?
Yeah, did somebody finally fucking see that?
I don't know who did that.
With all the
cannibalism. I mean, yeah, you have to think that would be a real thing. Like, you know, when you watch stuff like Walking Dead, they run into groups all the time where there's cannibals and they're like they eat humans. So yeah, it should be part of that Mad Max faction.
A zombie, I'm sure.
Now, do we want to have ammo as a resource?
Do we want? Say it again.
Do we want ammo as a resource? And
yes,
if
absolutely.
So, how does it function? I mean, outside of just like you're able to build a dude that uses a gun and it costs X ammo. Does he use ammo as he's fighting?
Well, I think it should be like group.
So like,
and then so for the group to go and scout safely, ammo plays a part of it. So the group must have ammo to even scout.
So whenever they run so like that group of scouts will have actual like an inventory on them.
Well, I mean, the idea is that you have like every time that you remember how we were playing Northgard, and you can hover over morale and it would tell you what was being taken or not. Like, you know, it's -5 because they were unhappy about the housing or whatever. Well, that's kind of the same thing. So it'll be -5 or -2 ammo per group per tick. So whatever the ticks are.
You mean like so it's an upkeep?
Yes.
Okay.
So
if you go to units.
Okay, I'm going to units.
Okay,
I see what you're doing here. Refugee.
That's the base guy that comes in.
Well, let's call them survivors.
I didn't know if we wanted to call them that or what.
Well, that's what they are.
They don't cost anything, and then the upkeep. Right now is just random upkeeps. We'll have to balance that shit later.
Well, I know. No, I agree. But if we're, what if somebody has 150 population?
Oh, I mean,
and this is set to, like, I feel like it should be like 0.2 or something like that. Because, or something lower, because if it's not,
the population doesn't. That is your base survivor. So every survivor that isn't been like allocated that's how much they're gonna be worth. It's not your population is the idea. So like you come out and you what's one of the units that you can train? What do we call them?
I don't remember.
Gun guy one.
Yeah, sure.
It's gonna cost. Actually, that would be probably this. And then so it'd be something like it costs nothing to get these guys.
Well, it's got to cost
Right.
something.
Well, I mean, it costs
for
morale.
Yes.
Bring us,
yeah. I get you. I get you.
Let's make it look nice.
Well, then you should add morale here as a metric, because if morale is needed for survivors to come in, then we need to have that. And if you should say if morale is +1, survivor rate is one every minute.
Right, and I think we can put that into another place. This is just like, how much is it going to cost to really train? And I'm only putting a survivor in here because it's the base unit.
What, Snapchat?
Where
I didn't get it.
Is does this make sense to you, Ramon?
He's muted. Who knows what he's doing?
I'm trying to figure out. I don't even know what type of game we're trying to
Well, what's it say at the top?
emulate.
Well, we're not trying to emulate.
There's probably.
Well,
what's a good example of what we're trying to go for?
Some of the, like in Stronghold.
I never played Stronghold.
Nah,
all right, well, fuck. Anyways, so in Stronghold,
I'm guessing is that castle game?
Yes, it's old school,
yeah.
dude. It's like 10 years old.
It's a very old game. Well, not very old, but
I think I've seen it before.
So in that game, you have houses, and like that has X amount allows you to increase your population, like every other fucking game. Supply depots in StarCraft have that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of it being like StarCraft, where you just go to a building and click train and out pops a unit that takes X amount of supplies, in Stronghold, your main base, like your castle or whatever it was, pops out basically peasants, and they just sit there around a campfire.
It pops out peasants.
Yeah, well, like it's like birthing, like they'll a peasant will be born.
Yeah, depending on the rates of how happy your people are.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but they'll just sit there and do nothing, and then you go and you can click on a like an archery,
and you can give
range.
You can give them jobs, specialties. They'll be fighters. They'll chop down wood or something like that.
They just, I believe, just change right where they're at and become an archer and move on.
They did.
And then you can you've got them, and they're now an archer. And I think one peasant can turn into like 3 archers or something. I don't know. I may be thinking of no. I think that was Rise of Nations. Like one unit was
So, yeah, that
3,
was Rise of Nations.
um, so in a similar vein, the idea that we're toying with is that the units, the survivors, the base guy that all the others come from, these survivors
Mm-hmm.
are people that are out in the wasteland.
Mhm.
Okay, so you tracked man, radio tower, whatever.
Right,
Yeah,
basically.
so you build a radio tower. Like everybody might start with one, like that's their main thing is they have a radio tower. And as you gain morale, your radio tower, you can upgrade your radio tower to make its transmission further. And then if you have high enough morale, that will attract people to you, and that gives you a higher rate
Yeah.
of people showing up. And then the other way is you can send out scouts, and they can go find a house, and they could rummage through a house and find some refugees, some survivors, some whatever, and convince them to come over. And then there's like a chance that they may end up attacking instead. I don't know. But that's like the idea is that they come, and so they'll like show up at they'll come into your base, they go to your main little area, your main base thing, they touch that like building, and then they turn into your color, red, blue, whatever, and then they are your population survivors now, and then you can go and you can turn them into a gun guy 1.
I just
Or a
cut it
scout or
twice.
whatever.
Yeah, or a scout.
Sent it to me twice.
Okay.
So that's
the working idea so far.
right. And so like if you take a look at the idea, we have like some crazy, so that's the population units will, you click on it, but instead of them being like trained at that location, they have to go to the building. They like kind of like disappear inside and pop out as the unit themselves.
So you have to build these buildings first.
Yeah, to become one. So like you have to build an archery range to build archers or something.
Sorry, Batman. This is us
Resource-
just figuring it out at the beginning, and once we get this kind of figured out.
Are they bored?
No, she's like, holy fuck, I'm on information over the fuckload right now. That's what she said.
All right, so other resource collection. Like in all these games, you have different resources, and
yeah, let's just go through each tab. So let's continue on resources. Go ahead.
Okay, so population, not really a resource, but it's just there for whatever. Real resources are food, water, wood, metal, and those are the things that you can a person kind of grabs. Like you have to have a scout or some like salvager or farmers or whatever. So in that, like you can send out scouts. They can go scout a marketplace, that's out in the wastelands, and that.
Yeah, is it gonna be like just different buildings?
Mm-hmm.
Out
Yeah.
there
Yeah, so you can like
okay.
you can, because in like a lot of the games you have like the scout is a different unit than the collector or whatever. So in ours, the scout can kind of do the collecting. He's not as efficient as the more like specialized unit, but the specialized unit doesn't have, there's trade-offs to it. He can, salvage or collect faster stuff out in the wasteland, but he doesn't have as much like, attack or defense, and so you have to always be kind of like on guard as a zombie attacks. So with food, you can go and you can hunt, kill, you can, farm, you can actually build a farm.
Of course, Batman, you can be a tester.
Water is obviously you can just locate a stream, water, like just some natural water thing, and start collecting. You can build a water tower to hold and collect water. I guess that's technically not something we need, but
I feel like that would be through research.
yeah. Or you can go and scout a home, and that just says, oh, you found like 200 water or something. It doesn't need to be super obvious, like realistic, where a scout suddenly finds 200 water. How is he going to get it back to the location, unless we're going to actually implement a inventory per scout that he has to bring it back. I guess they would, wouldn't they? Because the collectors normally have to bring the shit back to them, so if they find it, they have to bring it back.
What are we talking about? Wood?
Well, just wood, water, food.
Yeah, no, food. We'll have to have silos for food. We'll have to have silos for water.
Well, I guess water you don't actually. Can you collect water? I guess is the thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like through a person.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like bottled water is what you're thinking of now?
Well, I mean, like they go and find it. They fill up either a 5-gallon tub, or they take like a gallon of water and they fill it up as much,
Right. Okay. So
Ryan's on, but he's not on. Does that make sense?
Well, he says it's his little like icon.
Video game groupies. That would be, well, I mean, you can only be a video game groupie for one person here, I guess. Ramo. Okay, so before we continue on this, I kind of want to pause and go into this. I feel like we're jumping ahead of ourselves, trying to figure this part out. I know it's detrimental to developing, but I figure what we need to probably do is talk about. I created a new tab called To Dos. Hold on one second. I just want to say, Rudy, this is awesome. Can we have more of these streams, please? I'm going to try to do one a week as we develop this game style and this game and in the process of developing it. So I'm dedicating one a week to where we figure out what we're doing in this game and how we're building it. And that way you guys can be a part of the journey in that. But as I was trying to say, John, before I answer chat really quick, I figure what we need to be doing now is I made the to-do tab, which basically just means who's going to do what and who's working on what. So like me and Ramon are going to be using Blender because I have 3D modeling background, and so does Ramon. So we're going to be doing some classes on learning Blender, as well as John is basically our engine master here. So I'm going to put that on here for both of us. And Ryan is really good with the lore and mechanics side. So
he would hurry up and get over here.
I know he's not on, you guys. Sci6 has been really good with giving him some really good ideas. He already came up with factions. He already came up with everything we need to know to develop our, which, factions aren't a goal right now. We just want to get it working. We just want to get it working with our ideas. Yeah. So as far as what we're doing right now, basically Ramon and I are going to be doing and trying to take Blender in and make it our bitch. I used to know 3ds Max really, really freaking well. And if we get to some complicated things, there's some of my old friends who actually work for some pretty big companies making 3D models daily. So I can reach out to them and they can swing in and help. So yeah, we're gonna try to do at least once a week. I'm gonna try to make it my Wednesday or Thursday stream every week. A year from now, I want to be streaming your game. All right, you're gonna be in the beta test, okay? When is this?
Whoa.
So it's January 10th. Somebody mark the date.
No, whoa, stop it. No, he doesn't mean it. At least 2 years.
No. If we don't have, hold on. If we don't have something to give them to play as a test to tell us if it works, if anything is in a year from now, then we suck.
I don't think an alpha will be ready in 1 year's time.
Well, pre alpha.
No textures, no sound.
No sound, no textures, no nothing.
No UI.
AI. So,
AI would be, yeah.
and then for the sounds, I thought about this earlier. I'm gonna see if I can get viewers to submit sounds.
And I want one that is wet, soppy bread on a metal.
That just sounds
know.
awful. That just sounds awful, you
I
guys.
don't want to hear the end of this.
But
Like a
it
piece of
sounds
metal.
and I hate to say the
Wet,
word.
sloppy, brown.
It sounds moist.
Well, yeah, that's the zombies dying noise when they turn into mush.
Ew. Ew. Anyways, so
All right.
okay, I was gonna say yeah. Let's do some Foley there in Arxis. We'll do Foley, bro.
All right. So, what I was wanting this first initial thing was just to kind of like introduce the stuff we've got so far that we've done over the week.
Okay.
Ramon himself is kind of like not 100% sure of
I have
where we're
not
at.
kept up with this thing at all.
So
Sorry.
No,
no
it's
worries,
fine.
no worries.
No, it's fine.
So a lot of the ideas. So like you've played RTSs, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
We'll just name Gun Guy 1 Infantry for now.
Mercenary.
So like you obviously got your resources that you collect, and metal is actually a pretty interesting one because it goes into it's a good segue to another area or idea, being that it's a zombie RTS. When you go out and collect metal, you get it off of. Oh yeah.
Oh, I want one too.
You go out into the wasteland and find vehicles that are just laying around. You know, those are basically your mines. But that shit's loud as fuck.
Yeah,
so,
and that's another mechanic I wanted to talk about really quick. About
noise.
noise level. Did you want to continue and then we talk about noise level, or?
Well, if we go into the ideas thing, it's attracting zombies.
I know. So if you shoot guns or anything like that, you attract zombies.
Sounds like gathering a lot of these resources would attract zombies.
Well,
not all of them. So you have, if you
Well,
go
a
to the
lot of
very,
them, though.
if you go to the bottom or the second page, the salvaging methods, you can have possibly, this is all the stuff in the ideas thing is kind of just thrown out there over the week, but we have like an aggressive search, which decreases the amount of time it takes to search, but it generates a lot of noise.
and
then
you also miss resources.
Yeah. And then there's the default. It's somewhere in the middle. It produces a little bit of noise. You may miss some things. And then methodical is it's very long time to search, but no noise is produced, and it's 100% search of the items that are like would be in that building. So there's like different methods that you can search like a house. Now, getting metal is probably going to always produce noise, which is why like if you take a salvager out there, he has to go with like some sort of escort of people.
Yes, Batman.
And
I'll talk about that in a second. Go ahead, John.
Interesting thing is that when you're obviously it's going to be a 1v1 or team versus team, 2v2, whatever you want. The zombies are AI. They're just a third. They're a secondary annoyance basically that is constantly being thrown at you throughout the game, and so like a zombie horde will come and like start beating down the gates of your settlement, and you have to fight them back, and you have to do this all at the same time as you're fighting this other guy. But because noise is a thing, you can use those hordes to your advantage.
Exactly, I was gonna mention
noise,
and then run them into your enemy's place.
Yeah, and you can send a horde of a horde of zombies that was planning to hit you over to your enemies.
And I think that's more of like the scout class, because you could say like creates diversion or or attracts, whatever we'll call it. And that scout class will actually like he'll go out and find a horde, and he'll he'll have like an air horn or something, and he'll make noise, and then that scout.
Give him one of those like battle drums, like
He
running.
marches. Yeah, he marches down.
Well, do you remember what game was it we played? Was it Rise of Nations? Whenever somebody launched a nuke. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Rise of Nations. Whenever somebody launched a nuke, it was like a very dedicated, loud like sound. I think it was like an air siren or something like that. We won't do something like
Right.
that, but I want a noise like that because anytime that went off, I was like, "Fuck, John's about to nuke me," or whoever it was.
Yeah. Well, that's. I mean,
Are you there?
that. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we would be using the hordes because they're going to be. It's not going to be kind of like a. They're going to be random. The AI system will figure out when to like kind of fuck you right then, and then you just have to be quick on your because they're not gonna. I don't think the idea is they're gonna like hordes are just gonna kind of like mosey around in the wasteland.
Right.
It's more like okay, well, a horde hasn't been seen in X amount of minutes or something. Well, the system then generates a horde and it generates it like off the um, off the map, and then they just kind of like come in to the map on like the right side, and they just keep coming, and it's just like this massive hordes. And so you'll more than likely not be able to get a lot of guys off of you, but you could, like you were saying, get an air horn with a scout class and just kind of blast it and kind of kite them to the enemy base. But at the same time, they could be doing the same fucking thing. Who knows?
Right. Just so everybody's aware that a lot of people just joined in to watch the stream. Just so everybody's aware, this is the development of our first game, which is a horde, HORDE, horde. So, anyways, this
No, it's more.
this is our first stream developing our game. We're talking game mechanics, other things like that. You'll see us. You'll see me. I'm sharing my screen as we're doing this. If you don't mind, John, we can show them the Unreal Engine again, because a lot of people seem to have liked that. Can you screen? I'm still on the call. So you can just click me and say join the call.
I know. I gotta launch it back up.
It's a horde. It's not whore.
Or
It's a horde.
horde.
A zombie horde.
or
No.
there will be zombie
Horde.
hordes, though,
And Arxis, you like this that ring? That was a
Prostitute,
5D
probably,
in
yeah.
2010, and then I made my own matte box that I gaff taped. I don't know if you can see that.
Give me a couple minutes. It's building the.
That's fine. So we're gonna show you the engine here in just a second, you guys. And I feel like that's a really big part. A lot of people are like, "Whoa, shit! Okay, they've got a game engine." So, troll.
You guys are. Yeah, you guys don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I mean, my lady behind me was like, "Oh, that's a real thing," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah, it's a real thing." This is a Red Rock micro rig. Obviously, you know that when it first came out, and this is back in 2010, and when I was a lot fatter. Oh, there's Johnny number 5. Show your screen, sir. Please don't have anything bad up. I could get banned. Whoa! Screenception.
It's
Oh, I need to
gonna
mute
have
you.
to build some things.
I hear you twice. Can you mute yourself? Right there. Yep. Okay. That's fine. It looks like it's doing stuff right now anyways.
Okay, so
Yeah, dude. Is it on your Facebook? Just like share it to me. Oh, did you read it? So this is just you messing with the this is Unreal Engine. This is an RTS template that we purchased. So I like that it shows scale, but obviously scale versus the map size is not correct. I feel like this map would be 4 or 5 times the size. That's just me guess.
Oh, well, yeah.
guessing right now. So John,
Good position.
yeah, John was able to build like a little base there for a minute. Your computer obviously handles it very well.
It's still kind of
Slow.
yeah, it's not fully optimized.
Okay.
Um,
So as you can see, it's already kind of pre-built now to where this guy comes in and he builds the house or whatever this is, and boom, there it is. It's built. And then he can make guys from there now and stuff like that, and builders and things work. It's about changing, the HUD, changing the way we want this to look, adding the things that we want it to build and how the game mechanics play. They're already gathering resources right there. I'm really interested to get into the blueprints part of this and really figure that out, and change all these metrics and how this works and what this looks like. So going to reach out to some friends and see if they can help us out here. Actually, there's one friend I need to reach out to now. Hold on 1 second. he did send it to me. Yeah, I got you. That's Anarxis. Your beard now looks so much better, by the way. You got to keep that beard forever, bro. Like, my lady's gonna leave me for you. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. what it looks like with a beard. I said, goddamn, I want that beard. she was like, I want that beard, bro. Look at that beard. I know, but his beard makes me jealous.
there we go.
So, well, as you can see here, it's really built. Can we get into the blueprints and change something just to see if we can see it in the engine? Just to see if something will change.
They came and attacked.
Oh yeah. So the AI's built in, and they've come in and attack him, and God, they're beating the hell out of him. The AI's killing. All those guys are running.
Yeah, it's pretty slow. It's the game is very much not optimized.
Do we even know what those blueprints control?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's fuck with it. Let's see what happens. I want to see. I want to see what it does.
I mean, is it going to be super apparent if we change one of those things?
Well, I mean, like,
technically, there is stuff I can probably change. So, like here,
okay,
how
so
much does
food
it cost?
Someone calls brick cost. Okay.
Then there is. I bet if we go to, we can like really fuck with this.
Who promised you PUBG? PUBG's down, by the way. It's offline. Yeah. Chat's asked me about PUBG. Is that how you change the icon? Yep. That's how you change the icon. And boobs? Well, we can't talk about boobs in chat. We call them bobs on Twitter. I mean Twitch. Sorry. I forgot which platform I'm on right now. If I say anything about the BOOBS, I could be banned, so I call them bobs.
Can you really?
Yeah, you have to. Hold on, what's that? Where's the HUD?
Ah, there it is.
There it is.
Alright. Lumberjack.
Apparently, PUBG's gonna be down for 4 more hours.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hey, chat just said, this is an Anarxis, John, and listen to this really quick. Could buildings have different statuses, like owned by humans and owned by zombies, in case zombies come over and infest the building? That's a good idea. You know how well, I mean, like, think about Northgard, where you colonize a part of the like map, and then your buddy or the enemy raids it, and it becomes their map.
Right.
What do you think about that? I think it's a good metric to have. Right click to create nodes.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Maybe it's the other one.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to do in Arxis. I'm gonna write your idea down in the ideas tab and just see what it plays out. But I definitely think if you build a building and then it's rated by, oh dude, I totally got this. This is 3D Studio Max. I'm totally back in my element. It's like literally all coming up to me right now. Oh yeah. Build cost. Build cost. What are you trying to change? What did you change?
You'll see. Let's build one of those things. Come on. What the fuck over there? Okay. Oh man.
What?
Is it not doing it? Dang.
So why? So now's the question: is why did it not? When you opened up the blueprint editor, why did it not maintain live the changes and attributes you just changed?
It did. There is a change because something I broke it.
All right. So open up the blueprint editor again.
Okay, so that's been saved.
Or what was the change you did?
Oh, resource collection time. Ah, okay.
Oh shit! Are you setting it to 0?
No, well, as close to 0 as I can. Resource harvest rate is that, and I can carry all of that.
Okay.
Okay, so then I compile that. So now that guy will have it. Then I will do the miner unit. Set that to some crazy slowness. Pile that. Now, actually, to make this fucking thing go a lot faster, build cost, no.
And this is your builder unit? Okay. Yeah, yep. I'm starting to follow you, bro.
Yeah, builder. I don't know. Well, that actually may be in the buildings time. So if we go to the building actors and we are fucking around with the lumber yard, progress bar. There's got to be something that tells us how long it takes.
Building upgrades complete.
So these
time
are like,
to generate run.
So like construction complete is something that the system, once it's done building, the engine will actually set this to true.
Oh, nice.
And then, but there is a value somewhere how long this takes. It might actually upgrade units. So those are the units that you can build.
I like that. Yeah, that's a good idea,
Building
Narcissus. Write down the ideas, bro, and send it to me all day, all night, bro.
Require
I can't believe Ryan is... Like, what the hell happened? Ryan has been talking about this all day. Something must have happened.
Yeah.
He's been talking about this all day. He's stupid excited about this.
All right. Well, I can't fucking figure that out. So, whatever.
That's fine. Let's just go see if you're changed that guy and he gathers like 2,000 resources real quick. Is that a lumber yard? It's your lumber unit. Is there a way to set him to? Oh my god! He's cutting down every tree on the map.
All right, so now I'm gonna go and
Okay, I got it.
build a mine because I did change the miner as well. Yeah.
The enemies guys can do this too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're probably about to get attacked.
Well, the
oh my
guy
god.
doesn't. Oh, we can't. Hold on.
He's like, fuck.
Yeah, it's pathfinding broke.
Well, there you have it.
Well-
Our first break in the game, guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ryan wouldn't have missed this.
Okay.
You build stuff and you gather resources and stuff. And you know how in Roller Coaster Tycoon you're supposed to keep your people like happy, your riders
I would
happy.
kill them.
I know. I'd put them in the water and let them
I
drown.
would, yeah, I would
I
dig
know,
a
me too.
hole and then like the little clam
Yeah.
and be like,
Everyone did that.
person number 903 has died.
You still there, Johnny? John? John? Oh, guess we lost him. Let me message him. Oh, that's not you.
Okay. I'm
There
back.
you are. There you are. I was about to message you. I was like, what happened? Where'd he go? Can you move the... Yeah, there you go.
All right. Anywho, I think that's it. So let's get back to talking about
Yep, I'm already out of your thing.
don't save the changes. Hang up.
So
Okay.
how do I share that to me? Because I feel like what I want is to be able to make a model and then rig it and then put it into the engine to make sure it runs correctly and then send it to you.
Well, you can just download to
Un-
test. You can just
Unreal.
download Unreal, and you'll be able to import the thing to make sure. And then for the project, I don't know if if models can be shared. I
Yeah,
assume they can.
No, look, when I Googled it, that link I sent you earlier that I actually put in the doc that you already deleted is...
Yeah, I'd found that earlier as well.
So, I want to spend a little time maybe researching how we can do that, because it could get to the point where we need to put this project somewhere that like it's online project to where we can all share it to each other.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna put it on GitHub.
Yeah, but how does that matter for us? Like I'm not programming anything.
You'll be able to. It will be the project files. You'll just.
Oh, I got you.
You'll grab the project files and all the changes that I've made. I push to GitHub, and then you'll pull those changes, and you'll be good.
Okay, I'm fine with that. Does GitHub save versions?
You can version things, but we won't. I don't think we need versions on this. I mean, you'll have like commit history.
All right.
So back to.
You want to go back to resources, or do you want to go on to units?
Well, it's up to Ramon.
He keeps like muting himself and unmuting himself. I don't know if what he's doing.
No, I'm here in the background. I just don't want to make noise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's go back to the resources. So obviously we were talking about metal, and then that you can go and scrape it off of cars and shit, and that will create noise and all that. Well, then there's the other ones. There's ammo.
Right.
We'll talk more about that later, because that's a well, no, I guess not. I was thinking too much on it. So ammo is you can find it off of killing zombies,
Right.
looting houses,
But how?
looting a gun store.
Yeah, but like, when I was thinking about ammo earlier, while I was at work, I think ammo is kind of flawed in a weird way, because if you could have 15,000 ammo, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm just like, why does that necessarily matter?
Well, we can either, if we're gonna have it where it's like an upkeep
Right.
system,
Mm-hmm.
you will probably have to always be producing ammo. So eventually, at the very beginning, you'll go out and raid some homes to get some ammo, and that will be able to produce a military guy or something. And
Oh, okay. So then
But-
then definitely military guys, like if you go back to units page, like I just put infantry and like shotgun infantry. So basic infantry can be like a guy with a
like
pistol.
1, and 2 or something.
Yeah,
You know,
or
whatever-
it depends on
whatever.
how much they find. Because if they all these metrics, like if I go and raid a car or kill a zombie and I find 20 ammo on it, then infantry would cost 50.
Well, sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it's an upkeep, so it's it's not every tick. It's like every, 10 seconds or some shit. Like the game will debit this amount away from you. and
Right,
you-
based on what your population size
Producing.
is and what your yeah.
not yeah. Well, if you have like 20 infantry, you're gonna be every 10 seconds spending 40
right.
ammo.
So okay,
Um,
then I get it.
And so at the very beginning, you could build a, military guys, but eventually your ammo will run out for that infantry guy. Or we make it where ammo isn't really
Itchy.
a upkeep and it just requires
I still gotta take a
X
shower.
amount at the time.
I got to. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm sorry.
That's, well, we can talk about if ammo should be an upkeep and it just rather a cost. Food and water has to be an upkeep.
Yeah, for
obviously.
sure. That's per person. But another really cool thing was like and I know we talked about the seasons and how seasons would affect the gameplay. Another really cool,
Go to
like during
gameplay mechanics.
right. Let me switch over to that. So the seasons, when it's winter, the infantry. I'm gonna write on here infantry. Hopefully I spelled that right. Didn't misspell that on the stream live. Infantry. Minus 30% efficiency in fighting. So their attacks slow down, their healing ability slow down, everything slows down unless you research out of this. And part of the
Right.
research is just like fur coats for military or whatever.
Hmm.
Picture me.
Fur coats, huh?
Well, whatever. I don't care. Don't go PETA on me right now.
It's the North Guard's research.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's exactly what I was saying. I'm not.
Yeah.
Zombie leather coats.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh God.
You
Yeah,
gotta
there it is.
you gotta wear their
Puts the
skin.
lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose again.
Okay, so I feel like we've gone through resources. Do you want to just go through
well-
units and just
Well,
kind of
not
brainstorm?
yet. Hold on. Well,
Okay.
obviously we have electricity. That's whatever buildings require it.
Uh-huh.
Morale is the other one. So morale is a very important stat or resource. It's not something that you can collect, as in find
Or build.
You can't generate from a building. It's just if you survive seasons, you have plenty of food.
So
you have
we
enough protection.
we forgot another. Damn, we're gonna have to think about this. We forgot another resource. Because we're researching, right? They called it lore.
Right.
They called it knowledge in Rise of Nations. So what do we call it? Chat. Does anybody have a name for? Let's see if chat can pull this one up.
Bitcoins.
We're not gonna call it bitcoins.
We're gonna get on that crypto chain.
No, we're not doing that.
Knowledge, grittiness,
Grittiness. Don't.
grit,
No grit.
delicious buttery grits.
Batman knows why we're not calling it grit. Let's.
God, is grit an acronym for something?
Hmm.
No, it's
in,
not an acronym.
adult business?
No.
Okay.
Euphemism.
No.
We don't technically have to have one. Research can just cost, food, water, wood, metal, ammo, and electricity.
So what I'm gonna do for now is just to make this not knowledge.
I mean, that's if you do you want to have knowledge as a resource?
Well, didn't we talk about building a library or something? And I feel like part of that
Well,
in this struggle would
the
be about
library
building society back to what it was supposed to be, and the only way
Right.
you're gonna be able to do that is to educate in the uneducated times, like now.
Well, that's but you're always under like zombie attack. There's probably not going to be a lot of time for that. Of like sending children to schools and stuff.
Well, I don't really think
I'm
we're gonna
thinking-
have children or any kind of that.
Well, yeah, I know, but the library for me would just be like a research station, and you go in there, and it's just a whole bunch of like different. It like unlocks your research tree, and you spend 30 food to research this one item, and maybe eventually it gets to the point where it's 1,000 food, 2,000 water. You have to have a shitload of electricity because you're learning quantum mechanics or some shit.
Right. Zombie grit. We're not calling it zombie grit. Damn, she's behind. That's
What about
lag.
street creds?
Street cred. Okay, so I'm gonna say, and then Ramon, you tell me what you think about this. I'm gonna say that we do not use knowledge or lore like they called it in Northgard or anything like that for research. It's gonna be money, ammo, and whatever. Like if you research how to make more efficient ammo, you would use ammo as something that you would pay extra for that one. So you'd use metal, ammo, and food. Because
everything.
So it'd be a
like-
completely unlocked skill tree.
No,
from-
well, not
from the
unlocked.
get-go.
No, it's not like completely unlocked. You can't just pick and choose. You have to.
Well, I mean, like
The previous research has to have been.
yes,
Yeah, but
there's
yes,
prerequisites for stuff.
right. And it could be that we lock things behind morale. So, if you don't have a high enough morale, a certain skill or research isn't available. And then there could be where you play with negative morale for some fuck up reason, and there's a skill or something, a perk that you can research for that.
yeah, Ryan just messaged me and said his girlfriend's very sick, so he had to jump off and go take care of her.
Ooh, that sucks.
He is good to her. So sorry, Ryan. Tell Sam hopefully she gets better.
Sorry, we said all those bad things about you.
Yeah, not really.
I didn't say anything bad about him.
I didn't either. Ramon said it all.
Yeah, it was.
I was
Ramon.
muted though.
That's fucked up. All right. So one of the things that with morale, going back to that, morale is it increases your efficiency.
Okay.
So 0 morale has 0 efficiency, like bonus.
Right.
And every point, positive or negative, increases or decreases efficiency by 3.75%. So at 20, and the min and max is -20, +20 is -75, +75%.
I understand, but like, dude, if you got all the way to -20, right? And you're -75%, somebody could literally walk in and wipe you out.
Well, yeah, that's why. But even then, like if you get up to like -18 morale, I think Ryan was thinking of including like riots.
Yeah, see, that's a good idea, and I read that in the chat earlier. So there would be
Because-
actual riots when.
And that could explain why the efficiency is down. Like your shit starts burning. Like your survivors go back to being survivors. Start blowing the brains out of every, inhabitant in your settlement. Which, because this game will be rated M for mature, you'll see all those gory bits. So make sure y'all program and design that in Blender.
Oh, Jesus, I don't know how to do that. Okay.
I
Well, I
love those
figured
animations.
what I'd do is probably make 15 to 20 different zombies, like all different sizes and stuff.
Mhm.
And then I might even want to fuck with people and make like kid zombies.
Baby zombies,
Yeah, there you go.
like crawling. They're actually the most.
But then
OP of them all.
I also thought about like, could we make like super zombies, like a meathead zombie guy that's like super swole, that's when he turned is a really big zombie. We can have like elite class zombies. Oh, And speaking of zombies, so when a survivor is killed, they turn.
Right, zombification.
Zombification. So if that happens, like if you're swarmed, or if one zombie gets in and a villager gets killed or a survivor gets killed, it's now 2 zombies.
So, is part of the lore that everyone's infected kind of thing, or
Yeah, that or well, I mean, when a zombie kills somebody, they're probably eating them.
Or would there be like a zombie infection rate?
Yes. I would say it's more of an
Wait,
infection. I would say it's more of an infection.
Yeah, because one of the win conditions is you create a zombie vaccine, and that's like the research win. There's the military win, which is obviously last team standing.
Well, I meant like if one of your guys gets killed quickly, but his infection rate isn't high enough, then he wouldn't turn.
Oh, interesting. At the moment,
So if you have a guy that stays alive for a long time and does a lot of stuff, his infection rate goes up or something like that.
Is higher as it goes on,
Yeah, I like it.
but only if he dies. He doesn't like just change in the middle, like sitting in the middle of your area. Yeah, I like that. That would make it where it's a little easier. We did have an idea where there's a perk that you can research that allows a person to blow his own head off to stop the change. So if he dies,
I agree with you.
The last thing he does is he kills himself.
Yeah, I agree with Ramon on this one.
No, I agree. I like that idea. The research or the zombie rate.
I like you a lot.
I just don't know what the lore part of it is.
We don't
that'll factor into how that mechanic works.
We don't technically have any of like the story of why civilization failed and collapsed.
I think through the development of this game, that story will develop. I do need to call it a day on the stream, though. Is there any last things you want to kind of go over beforehand, or anything we need to start thinking about as we continue on?
No. I mean, we'll continue to work on this ideas thing and this throughout the rest of the week, and then next week on the next stream we should have a good amount of extra crap that we have. More than likely. What's up?
No, keep going. Sorry. I have an unrelated question.
Well, I think eventually the stream will no longer see the zombie RTS, doc and the ideas, and they'll probably be hanging out and watching
Blender.
Rudy blend in Blender.
Will it blend?
Have a Blender zombie.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go download that right now. Guys, I'm gonna call that for this stream. It had to be a little bit quick because what's up? Go ahead.
Ramon is asking a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you have the test server installed by chance?
You're talking to me?
Yeah,
PUBG?
or anyone? Yeah, PUBG.
No, I installed
I
it.
haven't installed it.
Oh, because that's apparently still up.
Yeah, I know, but
why is it down? Bunch of bastards.
Updates.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check.
Oops, not that.
The sub.
That's the one. And then Discord. Yeah.
I've apparently played that game for 217 hours.
Ouch.
Jesus.
That's probably, I'm guessing, a lot less than Rudy though, or even maybe.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see how many hours I played.
I've got 9 on the test server. 129 on the main.
Where is the player knowns? 305 hours for me. And 20 hours on the test server. But yeah, I don't have space on that drive. Are you guys gonna play then?
I'm gonna check.
I'm checking.
Oh, Chill City just got in. It's like everybody's checking.
Still broke?
Is it? I'm not.
Yeah. Oh, when you said yep, I thought it was.
I said yep about the trill.
Surprised he didn't jump into the chat.
Server's too busy.
There you go. It's still down.
Yeah.
47 friends on player notes. It's a lot. So, Anyways, you guys, sorry I had to be a quickie tonight. I'm pretty tired. I've had a long day at work and out of work, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. We're gonna be trying to do this once a week again for anybody who's just jumping in or just saw this or just confused as fuck of what's going on. We are developing an RTS. We're gonna try to build it. We have the Unreal Engine and stuff in there. So pretty excited. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you Friday. Should be my next day, possibly late Thursday, I'm not sure, but Friday will be my next day. All right, you guys, see y'all later.